Welcome into the newest episode of Mustangs Saturday. I'm Chris Roush. Thank you so much for joining me again this week. Lots to get to tonight, so let's get started with the St. Joseph Sports Commission inaugural Hall of Fame class featuring some former professional ball players. This class features former Major Leaguer Byron Brown, a graduate of Central who played for the likes of the Cubs and the Cardinals. Another inductee, Sherry Kempf, a dominant softball player at Missouri Western and pitched on the 1992 national team and earned a gold medal in the World Cup in Beijing. Also, Julius Hockman, the father of St. Joseph Youth Baseball and the Meyerhofer fast pitch team, who made multiple fast pitch world tournament appearances, and also the godfather of Missouri Western Athletics, Charlie Burry, the first athletic director for the Griffins.
We talked about that a lot with our Hall of Fame committee is what do we want this first class to look like? And I say we because we didn't select the class. We had an anonymous selection committee that selected the class. It's one thing to say, well, this person needs to be considered for your Hall of Fame. And in some cases, in a lot of cases, we know what that person did. But in some cases, we need more information. And so the nominations that we received were thorough.
Other inductees include former Kansas State head coach Bill Snyder, longtime former college basketball coach Henry Iba, Wes Barnett, Michael Rucker, Newt Hilliard, Taryn Humphrey, and Special Olympics Athlete of the Year, Mike Grossman. And how about former Savannah Savage and current Mustang Noah Bodenhausen, earning Freshman of the Year for North Central Missouri College Pirates baseball team. Bodenhausen finished second in single-season runs with 54, third in stolen bases with 28, sixth in batting average at .395, and sixth in hits with 62. Look at the games for the week to come for the Mustangs. Rare Sunday home game tomorrow, June 27th. Then a doubleheader on Tuesday with Des Moines. Mustangs on the road the next 3 days before coming back home on Saturday for the game July 3rd and again on Sunday, July 4th. Every year the Mustangs coaches find players from all over the country, from the Northeast to California. It's rare though to find very many international players, but the Mustangs do have an international player on this year's roster, all the way from Tokyo, Japan.
Good boy!
Whenever he's out there, he brings tons of smiles, and he'll make an error, and you won't even notice, because he's so happy. He'll strike out, and you won't even notice because he's so happy.
The St. Joseph Mustangs bring players from all across the country to town. This year, the Mustangs adding a player all the way from Tokyo, Japan. Ryosuke Tada becomes one of just a few international players to ever play for the Mustangs, and he's fitting right in with this group.
Rio's got such a great personality on him, and so he's so much fun to talk to. It's really neat for us to expose St. Joe and our community to someone from Japan, the memories that he's going to form here, but then also for our players here to be exposed to his culture, the host family.
Growing up in Tokyo, Tada started playing ball at 6.
Get to the baseball club. I practiced like batting practice. It was fun.
After he turned 18, Tada played some ball in Mexico, which is when he decided he wanted to play some in the United States.
I watched the MLB game in US, so wanted to play in US.
But there's a different style of play from Japan compared to the US.
Japanese player has a very good details playing, the bunting and throwing control. American player has a very powerful, so their throwing is very strong and their hitting is very strong, I think.
Tada's been a Mustang for just about a month, but it's an opportunity both sides seem to enjoy.
I talked to Rio, and he said all the places he's been to, this is one of the funnest places he's ever played at. And, he's been to places all over the world, and for him to say something like that about St. Joe is really cool.
The Mustangs are very good, so, yeah, I want to let the Mustangs do the victory. Good one.
Mustang Saturday rolls on with the general manager. I'm assuming it's a general manager of the Mustangs, Kai Turner, joining me. Kai, that's you, right?
Yeah, it's me, Chris.
I gotta ask, what's going on?
Well, nothing's more patriotic than Mustangs baseball game, and we're coming on July 3rd and 4th. So I'm just trying to get into the spirit.
Where did you find the bald eagle costume? Because now I'm curious.
Tradition never reveals his secrets.
I want one.
Well, maybe you can find this on eBay after I'm done with it.
You have a Sunday game here on the 27th, here tomorrow. Then you have doubleheader Tuesday, first doubleheader of the season. Then road games until coming back there for July 3rd and July 4th. So I'm assuming while there's only 4 days, there's still a lot going on this week at Phil Walsh Stadium.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get out of this costume until after July 4th. It might be a challenge, but
Stay in there.
It's always special Sunday baseball, some baseball bingo thanks to our friends at Missouri Lottery. So that's a fun way to come here. And then Tuesday doubleheader, 1 ticket gets you into both games. And also that one's, dare I mention, it's free general admission. So it's a free. But we're taking any size donation in lieu of a ticket charge, and we're going to make that directly. Although that money is going to go directly back to United Way of St. Joe. I know they support a lot of different agencies here and do a lot of tremendous things. And it's been hard for all of us economically, and especially for these charities, for them to fundraise. And so we want to hopefully raise some funds for United Way and all of those wonderful agencies.
What time does doubleheader start? So this is the first one of the year, and it's been a minute since we all had a doubleheader.
Well, Chris, thank you for asking. Our doubleheader starts at 5:30, and just a reminder that those are 2 7-inning games. And so 2 7-inning games. So we'll get you to bed on time. But come here at 5:30. Gates will open at 4.
Now looking ahead to the weekend, July 3rd, July 4th, you guys always go all out. I mean, fireworks, just everything, 100% full board. Not that you don't every day, because clearly you're in this costume right now, and I appreciate that. That's got to be – if someone's, like, curious about Mustang Saturday and they come upon this, like this costume right here, they can't look away at this point.
Well, we're just here to capture your viewing interest, but July 3rd and 4th is one of those dates that we circle along with opening day. It's a blast. And so to see the spectacle that's the stadium, the fireworks that we don't even shoot off, it's all the surrounding neighborhood is incredible enough. But then, the awesome show that we get from Aerial Effects on both nights, the 3rd and the 4th, you certainly get your money's worth.
What else can they expect when they come out there?
Well, there's nothing easier than getting a nice hot dog on July 4th. And boy, let me tell you, they're going to be fresh off the grill that evening. And, we might have some special patriotic garb, if you will, in the stands. And then we're also doing on July 4th a jersey auction. We have got a very nice Mustangs jersey, which I won't spoil the surprise, but that's your only chance to get your hands on that. It's a very nice patriotic American theme to it. And, especially after spending 2 years, last year, I don't know what you did for July 4th, but this year we're excited to host everyone. It's two of our, the 3rd and the 4th are 2 of our most attended nights of the season. And it's just fun.
Mustangs General Manager Kai Turner, good stuff as always. Thanks for coming back on in a unique way.
Wow.
Still to come on Mustang Saturday, jam-packed shows still to come, including one of the most recognized members of the Mustangs organization. We follow around Matt Ziesel, the man that does everything and knows everyone. Matt Ziesel, Benton graduate who's just everywhere. He's at every Benton Cardinal event it seems like, but he's also been a mainstay at Phil Walsh Stadium ever since the Mustangs came to town.
Matt's the man.
He loves sports in general. The fact that he sees large crowds and a lot of people and a lot of energy, he likes to be the guy sometimes.
Ever since the Mustangs came into existence, Matt Ziesel's been there in one job or another, all to help out his favorite team.
I say who supported, so we're supporting for Mustangs.
Ziesel, a Benton graduate, grew up around sports. It's one of his favorite things, so it only made sense for him to be with the Mustangs, especially with his relationship with manager Johnny Coy and general manager Kai Turner.
My favorite brother, Charlie Coy. I've made manager is Charlie Coy. The great GM is Kai Turner. He's a greatest man.
Johnny has been great to Matt through school time when he was at Benton, and so is his sister Annie, and so you see that bonding of those people, those kids and those guys. And Kai has been the same way, watching Matt do stuff throughout his career, and Kai's been very helpful when he played basketball for me.
You'll see Matt waving the Mustangs flag high and proud before the game and after every run scored. But you'll also see him dancing and getting caught up in a race or two.
You're gonna lose, man.
Don't care.
Why'd you lose?
We lost with the catcher person. We got lucky.
Did he cheat?
He cheated, yes he did.
You just never know what Matt might be up to at Phil Welch Stadium.
You know, when Matt walks through those doors, like someone's day just brightened up, especially mine. And so a lot of times we get caught up in you know, the small things, whether it's too hot or too whatever. And so, but then you see Matt, he'll break out into a dance move. And so, or give you one of his jokes, which, you know, everyone's bound to laugh at.
If you ask many around the team, it's not the same if Matt isn't at the game, which is why it's such a special relationship.
So they're the greatest and toughest. So the winner lose this team. I say never give up, because it's fired up.
Still to come on Mustang Saturday, the team helping out soon-to-be high school seniors get some hands-on job training. It's been successful for the last several years. We'll take a look at the jobs these students do around the ballpark and why it's been so rewarding for them. And Little League took over the field last weekend as the Mustangs put on a game before their own game, with the money going to a good cause. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Mustangs Saturday. The Mustangs put on a lot of extra events around their games. This summer, no different. This past Saturday, the Mustangs hosted their Future Mini Mustangs game. A few dozen young ball players took the field at Phil Welch Stadium, being coached by the Mustangs players. And it's all a part of a fundraiser with Merrick Baseball Academy to give to the Northwest Missouri Dream Factory.
We always want to turn it into how can we benefit the community with something like that too. And so obviously the Northwest Missouri Dream Factory does a lot of great things for kids. And so that's really the idea behind everything. It's for the kids. The kids are playing, and now how can we help some kids? And so the Dream Factory, I know they work with Make-A-Wish and do some really awesome things for kids in that regard.
Mustang Saturday rolls on. The special guest this week joining me on the show, the owner, founder of the Mustangs, Dan Gerson, joining me. Dan, thanks for coming on, and it's good to have the owner. You know, we have Kai on all the time. Now we get the owner of the Mustangs.
Well, I appreciate it, Chris. Kai gets probably way too much airtime in St. Joe, so I'm sure people are pretty tired of him at this point. So I'm glad you asked me to be on. I appreciate it.
Hate to tell you this, but Kai has also already been on the show today too. So, you know, it's both of you. So you both get airtime this week.
All right. Yeah, Kai definitely needs some more airtime.
That's right.
Doesn't
he needs all the airtime.
Kai's got a lot to say.
He knows how to fill a segment, that's for sure. Like,
he does.
We can get through a segment.
He's a professional. He really is.
We're trying to be at least. Dan, thanks for coming on. We'll get right to it with this season so far. Just, I guess looking at going into this year, I know there was a lot of how's this going to work, what's going to work. Just overall, your thoughts on seeing the season be able to go on like it is.
Well, this was a process. I mean, last year at this time, we didn't know what was going on, and it was very difficult. I mean, I have some restaurants, and we didn't know, really what the future would hold. We were hoping last year that we would have a season in 21. But it was really a tough process. I mean, Kai was really manning the fort by himself mostly. And we had, just discussions every day about what we need to do. And I'm just glad we're playing this year. I mean, there's things lagging this year as far as sponsorships and things like that, but in groups. But Kai's done and his staff have done an unbelievable job of getting this back on track this year, and Johnny too.
Did you ever imagine the Mustangs would be as big as they are at this point? I mean, 6 Mink League titles. They've been kind of, one of the best, if not the best team in the Mink League for the past decade.
When you win all those championships, you're going to be, people are going to know who you are. And it, allowed us, along with the promotions, the winning baseball certainly didn't hurt our attendance. So I have to say that everything put together, because the winning was never the most important thing to me. Our customers are, and that's the same way that the Big Biscuit started out. I mean, it has to be what's best for your customers, and everything else falls into place when you take care of your customers. So, the baseball side of it was great. All the winning has been phenomenal. Johnny, won in 19, and that's great to be able to say we won 6 Mink championships. But what is more important to me and what makes me even prouder is how well we take care of our customers, who are the fans that go to the games and support the Mustangs. What's maybe one of your most, cherished memories so far of owning the Mustangs and seeing the success that the team's had? That's a good question. I think that I get a kick out of going there. I would have to say the early crowds when we were getting 5,000, 5,500. I just couldn't believe. I knew we would be successful if we do everything the right way and take care of people. I knew St. Joe was going to support this team. Did I think we were going to get 5,000 a game? No, I didn't know. But I knew we would get 2,500, 3,500. I knew we could get that on the weekends, Friday and Saturday. So it just, and the other thing I have to say that is a great memory are the early July 3rd and July 4th weekends, because just to see all those people and the pageantry and the bald eagle and the parachuters and everything that was going on, especially early, really, I remember those early July 3rds, it would make you a little emotional just that we had done this and, or that my staff had done this and we had, brought all these people together.
All right, I lied to you. This is the last question. Will you come on again sometime?
Absolutely.
All right, Dan Gerson, the owner of the St. Joe Mustangs. Thanks for coming on with me this week.
Thanks, Chris. I appreciate you asking me to be on.
More to come on Mustangs Saturday as the Mustangs helping soon-to-be high school seniors get hands-on job experience. The organization teaming up with UCP, United Cerebral Palsy, to give students an opportunity to build confidence and skills for the future. Welcome back to Mustangs Saturday. UCP, United Cerebral Palsy of Northwest Missouri, works to create opportunities for children and adults with disabilities to learn, grow, dream, and thrive. And the Mustangs helping out in the process.
It might help me after high school. It would help me find a good job.
It started off as just a pilot program, and it's turned into a great opportunity for soon-to-be high school seniors.
This gives them a little bit of working experience. They can earn a paycheck, something to put on their resume, and we really get to know the individual for about 6 weeks is how long the program lasts, and then we can help them after that as to what comes next.
The UCP, United Cerebral Palsy of Northwest Missouri, works with seniors to find jobs, like students from Lafayette and Mid-Buchanan finding jobs at the Mustangs.
Right. Shovel, put trash bags in, and ball out party that.
Really helped me really good because we're a lot of working and a lot to get up in the mornings. It's pretty cool.
It depends on what we need to do. It depends if we need to clean the stadium from the games, and that's the hard one to do, to clean the stands from a lot of peanut shells to a lot of trash around the stadium, but we still pull it off.
They're such an asset to us, and they do a tremendous job for us, and so it's really neat to go out and see them and as they grow in age and as they're able to support themselves.
The job comes with a paycheck and lots of skills to help them find a job in the future.
Reinforcing that you've got to be on time, you've got to come every day you're scheduled, we have to have appropriate hygiene and interactions when we're at work. So just giving them that first work experience. We have some awesome businesses in St. Joe and Savannah.
They come in of a morning and they look at the stadium and know what has to be done, especially if there's a game that night, that everything has to be ready.
But it's also just a way for students to branch out, make new friends, and just enjoy the job.
Do it for the Mustangs, and I enjoy doing it for St. Joe Mustangs, and it's a really nice job.
There's like one time I found a baseball yesterday. I kept it.
The Mustang.
Not done yet on Mustang Saturday. We'll be right back to wrap things up on this week's episode. Stay tuned. You're watching All Things Mustangs right here on KQ2. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's all about the Mustangs and just what the team has meant to St. Joseph for the last decade plus. See you right back here next Saturday. Until then, go Mustangs.